special feature, Swedish folk dancing.
In the Parisian suburb of Versailles. What a time to be in this magnificent city. April in Paris, the weather, in a word, beautiful. Temperatures, summer-like. Indoors, the crowd, well, they're growing eager for a big night of boxing. World Championship triple header on tap. The local fans ready to raise the roof for a true hometown hero, while many are also out to support what they hope is a future world champion from France. Let's run down tonight's bout order for you. First up, we'll present the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship as undefeated slugger Randall Bailey takes on number 4-rated Rocky Martinez. Next up, you'll see France's only reigning world champion. As one-time light heavyweight king Fabrice Tiozo defends his WBA cruiserweight crown against the number 2 contender Valery Vikor from the Ukraine. And in our main event, it'll be the anticipated rematch between Byron Mitchell and local favorite Bruno Girard for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship. The original fight, a controversial one that could have gone either way. Hello again, everybody. Steve Albert ringside here in Versailles. Tonight, 3 world champions put their titles and their winning streaks on the line. Hard-hitting Randall Bailey, who won his title by virtue of a stunning first-round knockout over Carlos Gonzalez, looks to make it a perfect 21-0 with 21 KOs, with a victory over 3-time Chicago Golden Gloves champion Rocky Martinez in our opener. That'll warm things up for some real old-fashioned hometown flavor as local hero Fabrice Tiozo, a precious commodity as this country's lone world title holder tries to keep his belt in France and extend his win streak to 17. And we'll cap things off with a rematch of a compelling first fight in which American Byron Mitchell escaped with a disputed draw in Mississippi, although many felt Frenchman Bruno Girard's inspired performance was enough to earn him the victory. As Mitchell eyes his 22nd straight fight without a loss, the tables are turned as Girard now has the American on his own turf. With that, let me bring on my ringside partners. First, the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. And Ferdy, why has Tiozo been able to be so successful and continue this success year after year, ranging from light heavyweight to cruiserweight?
First of all, let us state he is the superior fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's got all the equipment, but also that his opponents haven't been first class. He hasn't been in that shoot-'em-up kind of stuff we have in the States. Combination of both things. Great talent, not great opponents. Keeps them in the saddle for a long time.
All right, let's turn to our other partner here, Bobby Chaz. Let's get into the main event. Bobby, how did Mitchell come so close to losing not only his title, but his undefeated record in that first fight?
Well, Steve, it was a combination of things that almost led to Mitchell's demise. Firstly, he was supremely overconfident after his blowout in the 11th round of Frankie Laos that gave him almost too much confidence. Next, he looked at Girard, who he underestimated and therefore underprepared and undertrained for, so he wasn't physically ready. And lastly, he employed a terrible strategy, being over-enamored with his one-punch knockout power. He tried that one-punch game with Girard, and Girard didn't fall for it. He was tough enough, durable enough, and then Mitchell got tired. Girard came on, closed the fight, and I'll tell you what, almost the title as well as the undefeated record went out the window that night.
I pretty much summed it up right there. We look forward to our main event, Mitchell versus the hometown favorite Girard. Right now, let's turn our attention to the opening bout. Among boxing's 60 current world champions, only 2 have perfect knockout records. In other words, both are undefeated with each of their victories by way of knockout. One is WBO Junior Lightweight Champion Acelino Freitas. The other is with us tonight. He's WBO Junior Welterweight Champ Randall Bailey. The explosive Floridian has not only KO'd everyone he's faced, only 3 of his fights have gone past the 3rd round.
Undefeated and still the WBO Junior Welterweight Champion.
And tonight here in France, the power-punching Randall Bailey looks to make it 21 straight knockouts in 21 fights as we close in on our first fight. The undefeated Bailey takes on Rocky Martinez for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. There is the challenger, Rocky Martinez from Chicago by way of Acapulco, Mexico. Experienced pro, technically sound, but not a big banger. Also lacks speed. His 3 losses came when he stepped up the competition, losing a shutout to Philip Holliday for the IBF lightweight belt. Close decision as a late substitute to Joey Gamache. And another decision to current IBF lightweight champ Paul Spadafora of a controversial draw in his hometown Chicago with tall Cuban-born Hikmet Lau, a hometown decision. Martinez, I thought, not deserving of the draw. Ferdy, what does Martinez need to do to offset Bailey's power?
Well, the first thing, he's got to try to catch some of those punches on the gloves and return some fire. If he's just running, trying to defend himself, he's going to get knocked out. That's the kind of guy that Bailey eats up. He's got to give him some kind of a contest, but he cannot go toe-to-toe. He's got a very difficult task, and he's facing a guy who is absolutely sure he can knock out anybody.
33 of his 36 fights in the Chicago area, so a rare experience. The champion Randall Bailey won the belt in his first title shot last year with a stirring first-round knockout of Carlos Gonzalez, then the defense against Hector Lopez. Bobby, his last bout, a gut check. He seemed to gain a world of experience in that one fight.
Well, you know, when you look at Bailey's career, he hasn't gone that many rounds. So this guy taking him past the 7th round for the only time in his career, everybody wanted to know how he'd fare late. He answered his critics by stopping Hector Lopez in the 9th round, and he was tested throughout the fight. So he not only gains a world of experience, he also gains a world of confidence, Steve.
All right, Bobby, let's check the tail of the tape. Bailey, 4 years younger than Martinez. 2.5-inch height advantage for Bailey at yesterday's weigh-in, both under the 140 limit. The fight time weights Bailey 144.5, Martinez 146.5. So a gain of 7.5 pounds, slight reach advantage for Bailey. And the key rules for this WBO title fight: no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. If an accidental headbutt occurs before the end of the 4th, the fighter's ruled a technical draw. After the end of the 4th, they go to the scorecards. So here at Palais Omnisport, we're getting ready for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. It'll be Randall Bailey versus Rocky Martinez. Let's get the formal introductions from our ring announcers, Daniel Alouche and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Mesdames et messieurs, en l'honneur des deux boxeurs et de l'arbitre de ce championnat du monde, nous allons écouter l'hymne national.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you. We welcome you to Paris, France for a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you by AB Stars Productions and Don King Productions in association with the Rio Las Vegas, Canal Plus, and Showtime.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles et Messieurs, Canal+, Louis-Michel Acariès en collaboration avec Don King Productions et Showtime vous présente le championnat du monde WBO des super légers qui va se dérouler en 12 rounds de 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do welcome you to Paris, France. A big night of World Championship boxing in store for you, and it's all brought to you courtesy of AB Stars Productions and Don King Productions in association with the Rio Las Vegas, Canal Plus, and Showtime.
Le superviseur de ce championnat du monde est Monsieur Johnson Brian Labega. Les juges de ce championnat du monde sont l'Américain Monsieur Harold Gomez, l'Américain Monsieur Clark Samantino et le Français Monsieur Daniel Talon. L'arbitre est l'arbitre américain Monsieur Samuel Viruet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Organization. The president, Francisco Valcarcel. The supervisor in attendance is Jacinth Bryant La Vega, along with the French Federation of Boxing. Our 3 judges scoring this bout from ringside: from Warwick, Rhode Island, Harold Gomes; from Providence, Rhode Island, Clark Sammartino; from Paris, Daniel Talon; and our referee in charge of this bout, working in this his 33rd world title bout, Samuel Virouette.
Dans le coin bleu, c'est le challenger. Il a 29 ans, il mesure 1m69, 63 kg, 200 grammes. 36 combats, 32 victoires, dont 17 par KO. Il a été champion des États-Unis en 94 et 95, champion international WBO en 98 et 99. Mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, sous vos applaudissements, le challenger, Ray Rocky Martinez.
All right, fans, here we go with the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. We present first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, white, and green trunks, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico. His weight 139 pounds, his record 32-3-1 with 17 knockouts. Please welcome tonight's challenger, ranked the WBO number 4 contender, introducing Rocky, the Mexican Kid Martinez.
Dans le coin rouge, il a 25 ans, il mesure 1m73, 63 kg, 200 grammes. Palmarès impressionnant, 20 combats, 20 victoires, 20 par KO. C'est le champion du monde WBO des super légers, Randall Bailey.
And his opponent across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, is the defending champion. On my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing green trunks with white trim, fighting out of Miami, Florida. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 139 pounds. His perfect record includes 20 wins, no losses, with all 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the second defense of his title, please welcome the hard-hitting WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Randall Bailey.
Bobby Ches, how about your keys to victory?
Well, for Bailey, he's got to keep the pressure on. That's one of his strong suits. Also, land the power combinations. He's famous for his knockouts. They're all knockouts. And work the body. He wants to slow down Martinez to the body.
How about Rocky?
Well, Rocky wants to make Bailey miss and counter him. He's got to make him pay for every mistake. Also, take the fight into the later rounds. That's one of the questions about Bailey. Can he stay late and get inside Bailey's power shots? Sometimes you got to sit inside the eye of the storm.
Bailey, a fast starter, tremendous combination of power and speed. We are underway, round 1 scheduled. Tremendous combination of power and speed. We are underway, round 1 scheduled for 12 for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. Bailey, extremely hard hitter, fast hands, usually comes right at his opponent, averages just a little better than 2 rounds per fight. 13 of his 20 knockouts in the first round. Martinez has a good chin. He'll probably need it tonight. He's never been knocked out, down only once in 36 fights. His 3 defeats were to current or former world champions. And once again, I thought the understated Jimmy Lennon Jr. dominated in the battle of the dueling ring-outs.
He's the top. You know, you think we're looking at something new? Multicolored hair on boxers. That's the worst red hair I think I've ever seen in my life.
The Dennis Rodman of boxing.
There you go.
A hairdresser will appreciate that.
Dennis Rodman dropped out for a year. I never thought about that.
Well, it's a new strategy by a fighter trying to blind your opponent. Randall Bailey puts everything into it, really steps into his punches. I think you said the last time we saw him, Bobby, what is it? Speed times balance equals power, and that's the name of his game.
Speed times power equals devastation.
Yeah.
You know, if you can generate the speed times mass, equals devastation. If you can get a big body traveling at fast speeds, it'll do damage. He sends his 140 pounds all in.
Well, he just put in a very hard hook. He missed it on the top of the head. Hit a little bit of that red patch up there. But boy, was it a hard hook by Bailey. I mean, he's starting to get the range, Bobby. He's just getting in there.
Well, he hasn't had to look for him. Martinez came right to him, and he's giving him the fight. He's taking it to him. So far, the aggressor.
Bailey told us the most important thing he's got to watch out for against Martinez, headbutts. He said he worked with short sparring partners, junior middleweights and middleweights, in preparation for the stocky 5'7.5" Martinez.
Yeah, and he also said he didn't think it was so much that he was a dirty fighter, but that his style was conducive to headbutts and elbows because he's very aggressive and a little wild.
His trainer, Al Bonatti, said we'll see a different Bailey tonight, much stronger, in perfect condition as opposed to his last fight versus Hector Lopez, in which Bailey, he said, was only 70%. He said the fight was postponed so many times. Bailey, if there is such a term, overtrained.
I'm familiar with the term, and overtraining is worse than undertraining because you've taken too much out of your body, zapped it of its strength and its comeback.
And nothing to put back in because it's gone. That's a horrible feeling, overtrained. Right now, Bobby, I don't see him. I don't see the urgency. I don't see the quickness of Bailey. You know, Bailey used to come in there electric, like he wants to knock you out in the first round. Looks like he's taking his time, doing his work. You know, not in a hurry. Confident that he's going to get his guy.
He also seems to be trying to time Martinez. I see a couple of the counters. He's moving. He's rocking back, firing a right uppercut underneath. There was half an uppercut, but seems to be rocking.
Early as he did when he won the title over Gonzalez.
Don't let him take the lead. Use your jab, double that jab, double that jab, double that jab. Look at me. He jabs, catch it, counter with your jab. You follow what I'm saying? You're looking for that one right hand, all right? He's defensing it. Here, take a little rinse. Both hands off the jab. You're looking for a right hand back on his wide right hand. You may want to throw a right uppercut back, okay? Okay, good. Not a bad first round. You got the jitters out, okay? Let's give me that jab, but pump that jab, double it, okay? Double it.
See, when you're throwing the, look at me, when you're throwing that overhand right, you're a little far. Try to step in with it, okay? Because he's a sucker for it. I can see it. But you got to do it quick. Change your level on the jab, okay? Throw it like a soft one, then a hard one, then bing, pop that overhand right, okay? Let's go.
Al Bonatti pretty much pinpointing your train of thought there, Ferdy, when he said, well, you got the jitters out, let's go to work.
Yeah, Al's one of the better cornermen. He spent a lot of years doing this. Those guys spend 20, 30 years, man, they know what they're looking at.
And he's called Bailey his best prospect in 25 years. And that is high praise from one of the top trainers in the game. Rocky Martinez, you can't miss him with the red hair, said he'll neutralize Bailey's power by catching punches with his hands, not his jaw, which is always recommended in boxing. There's a straight right by Bailey. His best punch.
Now he's getting down on it. Now he's getting down on it.
In the corner, too, Al Bonatti said, don't try that right hand over. So when you rock, try the right uppercut. What I was alluding to before, he's trying to time him.
And there was the well-timed right uppercut by Randall Bailey. There's a right hand that just grazed the head of Martinez.
And those are whistling hard punches. There's nothing soft about it. Boy, Bailey, it's like he said, okay, that's enough for first round. Now let me get back to being me.
And Martinez with no answers. It's all Randall Bailey, uppercut, straight rights, throwing his arsenal at the challenger.
Bailey's starting to really find the range and the rhythm. His timing of Martinez now, his punches are landing much more cleanly, much more solid, much more often.
Only took him one round. He has 17 of his 20 KOs in 3 rounds or less. This is only the second. Bailey in the all green.
What he hasn't done, though, after he's been successful today with the jab and the right hand to head, he hasn't dropped down with a couple of body shots. A left hook underneath, a right uppercut to the midsection might really open up things for Bailey.
Well, I think at the top of the show, you alluded to a guy that knows he can punch without and getting crazy with it. He knows he can knock this guy with the right hand. He's not doing his homework to the body, as you correctly point out. He's got to get, calm down again and go back down to the body, start working again. But I think he figures he can get this guy out with just his right hand.
And we saw it again. There's a rare left hook by Bailey. There's no question about Bailey's power in both hands, but Al Bonatti wants to see him use the jab more and be more balanced. Box 4, don't load up. When you load up, he says you lose that balance.
So all good punchers have excellent balance. The transition of their weight to and fro, right hand to left hand, and the switch of their feet and their legs, turning their hips in. Bailey does it well, but sometimes he overcommits, trying to take your head off so well with one shot that he loses that balance, and that's what Bonanni's been working on.
Final 30 seconds of the second round. It's been all Randall Bailey here in round 2.
Step back, step back. Good shot.
Martinez with all kinds of tattoos on his back and his front and his side.
He caught a pretty terrific left hook into his right eye, Martinez did, and it's starting to close.
Yep, I was going to say this, right on the cheekbone is a swelling. Already his eyes are swelling up. The left one particularly just rubbed.
Thank you, okay?
And don't respect this guy so much, okay? Let them hands go. Keep your hands up and start jabbing. Go to the guy's body, all right? Get that swell on him, Jim. Take a deep breath. Let it all slow. You gotta let them hands go. Let them go. Understand? When you're inside, throw them up the middle, then move to the side. Don't go straight back.
Take a couple of looks at that right hand of Randall Bailey's. Using that jab to set up. There's a right hand. It doesn't really land too cleanly. That one catches him on the jaw, but he is finding that range, and that is his best weapon. Here's another look at it. First one, that's the second one, which just catches the chin. That was a nice right hand.
That was some big-time heavy breathing going on in the corner of Rocky Martinez. Randall Bailey began round 2 by zeroing in with his right, connecting several times with clean punches and moving Martinez backward. Martinez fights have lasted an average of 5.5 rounds. Bailey, as mentioned, just a little more than 2 full rounds. And we're in the third now.
Somebody should have told that to Martinez. He usually likes people out in the third round. Guess what? This is the third round. Look out, here he comes again.
And he told us, in fact, it's funny you say that, the keys to victory include taking Bailey deep.
Yeah,
well,
he said he had to take him deep. But he also said one of the things he had to do to take him deep was block those punches with his gloves and not his jaw. And they're starting to find his jaw.
And right on target. I mean, he is picking, even the jab is hard right on target. Bailey knows how to get his man. He knows how to break him down, and he's doing it right now.
What's the expression? A left jaw to the hook. And that is what Rocky Martinez is accepting here.
Randall Bailey is one of those fighters like Tommy Hearns. He throws punches with bad intentions almost all the time, and he's offensive-minded. Dangerous combination.
Whipping straight rights by Randall Bailey, whizzing by the head of Martinez.
He still hasn't gone to the body, though. And I think it would make this fight a whole lot easier for him.
Especially if he switched right now. This guy's just in a catching mode. He's just catching everything upstairs. Boy, he could go downstairs and do some real damage. Get some real value for his power downstairs right now.
Martinez, solid technically, knows how to jab at the right time, but he's in there with somebody the likes of Randall Bailey. It's very different.
Something else you'll notice too, first round, Martinez came out the aggressor, his best round of these short few. Second round, Bailey came out the aggressor, now continuing to pursue. And I'll tell you right now, Martinez can't win the fight going backwards.
And if he comes forward, he's going to find a red glove in his face. He's in a bad position. Can't go back and he can't go front.
Generally, he's at his best, Martinez, when he can get into close range and out-hustle his opponents, but that could be a very huge mistake against a guy with a right hand of Randall Bailey. There's that right there. It was partially blocked nicely, though. Counter-punching by Martinez, and Martinez is game. Oh, look at that right. Straight right hand by Bailey once again.
He's measuring with the jab, is Bailey, and he's just really trying to zero in with the right hand. I think he's over-concentrating on just the right hand. A couple of left hooks, and he, again, work that body, come upstairs with an uppercut. This could be a much better and easier fight for him.
The whole thing is right hand right now. He doesn't come back with a hook after it. I mean, the classic thing that all good punchers do. Right hand goes in, the hook's coming. This guy hadn't thrown it, see? No hook.
The one good hook he threw, you see what it's done by the face of Martinez. You can see the eye. That was one good left hook.
Bailey going more to the boxing tactics in that last round. Bonanni has to be happy about that.
Pull him off a little bit. Hey, you're gonna have to work that right hand, and when you slip, you gotta work that body inside. Come on, you gotta step it up a little bit. You're giving this guy way too much respect. Start doubling them jabs up, okay? Hey, you got a hook too, you know? Yeah. He's open for that hook. When you slip underneath, come back with that hook. As soon as he touches you, you got to come back with something. Okay? Don't let him.
You hear me? When he's inside with you, see if you take a step to your left and hook him to the body. Double down there. Then spin on him. You know the spin?
Bend straight over.
I know, baby. Give me some more water if you got it. Doing good. Everything's fine. Come on. Got all 3 rounds. Open up. Very good. Give me that. All right, come on. You hear what I'm telling you? Both hands off that jab. Both hands off that jab. And if you can hook to the body, hook to the body.
Very cool, calm instructions from Al Bonani. Don't get confused by that first bell. That's a warning.
And it's funny, too, Bonani said the same thing. He said, throw that double hook down to the body. Work that body, too.
And he's also chastised him, no hooks behind that right hand. Where's the hook? So either he's listening to us or great minds working the same channel. We're all looking at the same thing.
And overall, though, he said he was pleased with the work of Randall Bailey. Martinez told us part of his strategy was to pick up Bailey's punches with his gloves. It's a very risky strategy considering how powerful Randy Bailey is.
It's a nice overhand right because Martinez's corner also told him, start throwing that overhand right, get the right hand working.
Blood from the left side of Martinez's face.
The right hands are finding their mark.
And he's trying to rub it out of the eye. It's getting into the left eye now of Martinez, and it's beginning to cloud things, his vision. You can see he's bothered by it, and that opens the door even more for the champion. As if things aren't bad enough for Martinez right now.
You can see Bailey holding the left hand out as a feeler, rangefinder, and he's really cocking that right hand.
And Bailey connecting with the right, a counter punch overhand right by Martinez, not doing much damage. A very confident Randall Bailey now, trying to set up the right hand. There's a quick straight right.
Nice lead right hand by Martinez, but Bailey spun him and turned off it real nice.
Now Bailey using both hands.
First time he got in both hands and they both landed. Looked good. Looked good.
A cut opening over Rocky Martinez's eye a minute into round 4. It's his left eye.
And a slightly better round in certain areas for Martinez because he's coming forward. He cannot fight going backwards.
Well, he's trying something. He's trying something. At least the first 3 rounds he didn't try anything. Right now he's trying something. They're not working real good, but he's trying.
And Bailey very confident because he's probably taken the hardest punch possible by Martinez, and it hasn't really done anything to him, so he's no problem him getting inside. But the blood continues to streak down the left side of Rocky's face.
And for those of you who've just joined us, no, that's not blood in his hair. That's dye job. But down below the hair, yes, that's blood. And it's pouring.
Only his hairdresser knows for sure.
Yeah.
There's a right hand again by Martinez, by Bailey that gets in. Final seconds of round 4. It's been all Randall Bailey.
Bailey slowed down this pace a little, at least from his end. Martinez has picked up his pace, throwing more punches this round than the last, and allowing Martinez, not allowing Bailey to push him back so easily.
Martinez really coming off a spotty performance against Hiklet Lau January 21st in Chicago. They called it a draw, but most everybody thought Lau won.
Who's that?
Hey, you're gonna have to start jabbing this guy, okay? You're gonna have to start working, okay? Go for that knockout. You need it, okay?
Yeah.
Because we got a cut here.
Keep your eye closed. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. We got it. I want you to start working that body.
We're gonna take a look at what one of the punches that might have been what caused that cut. He gets a nice little right hand raked across his face right there, and maybe even a little bit of forearm and elbow to go with it. But that could be the punch right there that opened up the cut around the left eye of Martinez.
We've got this.
The doctor's over there.
Few minutes.
The ringside physician, Dr. Alain Moiseau, checked things, and he said it's okay to continue into round 5. So a cut opening over Martinez's left eye about a minute into round 4. We'll see what kind of job cutman Jim Strickland, who's one of the best, did in the corner.
And you could clearly see in the last round, Martinez was blinking and wiping at that eye on a regular basis. That blood was getting in his eyes.
No question.
Well, you can't question the guy's ability to take a punch. He's really been hit a few really good shots, could have moved him, and he's still there punching. So Rocky Martinez has got a jaw that's okay.
Well, he didn't get that nickname for nothing. A tough, durable guy, an aggressive style, but he's being outclassed by Randall Bailey. Outskilled. At the right hand block. That one wasn't. A straight right got in, and it wobbles Martinez.
Delayed reaction there, too. Martinez really hurt.
He's trying to hang on. Get his feet back.
His corner said, don't knock him out, punish him. That's cruel.
Punish him again.
I'll tell you what, as fighters go, we don't want to punish guys generally. We want them out of there as fast as possible. Anything is possible.
Long trip from Miami. They're trying to make it worthwhile, I guess.
There you go.
He was dangling on a string just then, and he worked his way out of it, apparently.
Once again, he went right hand happy, though. No left hooks followed.
No body shots when he could have really done some damage.
Martinez's legs were extremely wobbly. He was definitely rocked, but able to suck it up. Still a lot of blood now under the left eye of Martinez. Missing with that left-right combination is Rocky. Most of those punches being blocked by Bailey, and then he answers back with a straight right.
Come on, baby. Step
Bailey continues to dominate.
Step back, step back, step back, step back. Let's go.
Bailey 20-0, 20 knockouts, one of 2 world champions with perfect knockout records. Loading up there with the right, a little fancy. Be careful.
Come on now.
Martinez 32-3-1 with 17 knockouts. Every time he has stepped up, he has lost.
But no one has stopped him. It would be a very nice feather in Bailey's cap if he could really stop Martinez and do it efficiently.
Martinez hurt about 50 seconds here into round 5, really staggered. Bailey perhaps letting him off the hook just for the moment. Oh, right uppercut just missed by Bailey.
What a great idea it was. It just missed by an inch.
Come on, baby.
Looking to line up that right with a jab. Left hook, though, by Bailey. Nicely done. There's the jab by Bailey. It's peppering the face of the bloody face of Martinez.
5 seconds. Come on. Time.
That left eye continues to be a major problem for Rocky.
Sorry, we can get it.
That's the doctor.
The plan to work, I get it. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Hey, he'll be all right. Rocky, you're gonna have to get this guy, okay, with that right hand.
See the combinations by Randall Bailey. He really unloads on Martinez. The right hand comes outside. He's been a little too wide with it, but down the middle, the right hand was working. The wide right hand not working. And there's where he's staggering. The delayed effect got him wobbly. And you see the blood on the face here. Look at that blood around the eye getting in Martinez's way. Bailey really working that eye, working that cut, consistently aiming for the same target.
The doctor says once again it's okay. We continue on into round 6, and that's all well and good for the champion, Randall Bailey, who continues to have his way.
Even Martinez's corner said we need a knockout now. There's no 2 ways about it. They realize that cut's getting worse, and their fighter is absorbing enormous punishment.
A major sense of urgency now from the Martinez corner.
Come on. Come on.
Nice right hand by Martinez, probably the best shot he's thrown in several rounds.
Off the mouthpiece nearly fell out. There's a left hook by Bailey that stunned Martinez as more blood pours from the left side of Rocky's face. Another straight right by the champion.
He's starting to fall apart. That blood is really coming down. It's bothering him.
I would think he's having such good success with the few left hooks that he's thrown that he would throw more, Bailey, but he's not.
Martinez's face becoming a wreck.
Go, baby, go.
Martinez has to lay some sort of heavy combination on Bailey just to get him to back off a little bit, because Bailey just has nothing to stop him, nothing in front of him. Or even no real offense being offered up that's of any measure.
Even pick up the pace with a jab, either to the stomach or to the face, something to try to keep him off balance, try to keep him. But see, nothing is happening. The other guy's completely in balance and in tune. Randall Bailey is rocking and rolling to his own tune. Nothing is interfering with him. He's doing what he wants.
There's the jab of Randall Bailey. More than a probing jab, it's an attacking jab on the nose of Martinez. Very, very bothersome. And then he unloads the punishing right.
Rocky Martinez. Come on, man.
Everything's landing. Nice right uppercut by Randall Bailey.
Again, that hook. He's forgetting that hook. He threw the right uppercut, took Martinez's head, stood him straight up the hook. That's what you do. You take the hook and take it off.
Error of omission, and Albinani has been all over Bailey to throw it, but he has not. He is right hand happy right now, Randall Bailey.
Well, this is what you call a one-way fight. This is a straight one-way beating. That's the only way you can look at this.
A game Rocky Martinez hanging tough, despite that vicious cut around the left eye that has caused a lot of bleeding.
There's no quit Martinez. He's there, but he just doesn't have much to offer up. It's just a complete difference in ability level.
Too slow.
I would think that the doctor may make a decision here pretty soon, because really it's a one-way fight. Now here comes the doctor. Let's see. Let's see. He could be a factor right now.
Stop.
You hear the heavy breathing?
Stop. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think so.
Yeah, I think they're going to stop.
That's it.
Stop the fight. Gonna stop it?
It's all over here after round 6. The doctor, Alain Maisot, makes the recommendation to the referee, Samuel Virouette, out of New York City. Yeah, this one is history after 6.
And really, it's about the only way it could go, because he's getting a one-way beating. He needed an excuse to stop. The doctor was there. The eye is pouring blood. Why not stop it? Perfect, perfect, perfect.
So Randall Bailey comes a long way from his home in Miami, Florida, for his second successful defense of the WBO junior welterweight crown. Bailey beating Rocky Martinez to retain the belt in convincing fashion. And Bailey remains unbeaten. Now 21-0 with 21 knockouts. And he still has that perfect KO record, only one of 2 champions in the world today.
Bailey's trainer just came over, Albinani, and said he hurt his left hand hitting Martinez in the elbow. That's why he wasn't using the hook. So either he hurt us or he too was frustrated.
It's funny, in the early going, I did detect that he grimaced and he made a sound like he hurt himself, but I wasn't quite sure. I didn't want to say anything, but that must have been the punch.
Well, now we know.
We do. That's why he held back on the left hand.
Because basically he is a two-handed fighter. He will come at you with both hands. He's not normally so right-hand crazy.
Martinez now 0 for 2 in world title attempts, slips to 32-4-1. He took quite a beating. As you can see, title unification could be very interesting in this division now as far as Bailey is concerned. WBC champ Kostya Tszyu scheduled to fight number 1 Julio Cesar Chavez in July. The other champions, Shambe Mitchell, WBA, and Zab Judah, IBF, 2 very formidable fighters, but Bailey, as he told us, is really setting his sights on Kostya Tszyu.
And there's also Tehran Millet in there, also a champion who had to step down for a little while. And I'll tell you what, anybody wanting to go after Kostya Tszyu is admirable in and of itself, because that is a great little fight.
Well, Miguel Angel Gonzalez underestimated Kostya Tszyu's power. Is Bailey in for a rude awakening if he meets Tszyu? We'll find out.
I'll tell you what, the names you just talked about, Steve, any one of those in a round robin, I would pay good money to watch any of them.
Crowd-pleasing fight. And Albinani yelling out "Viva la France," and why not? Well,
his trip's been good.
And sure, it's been very successful. Mentioned Zhu fights Chavez in July. Number one, can Chavez make the weight? Number two, has he taken out enough insurance?
I'll tell you what, I think it's a bad mistake for Chavez, but the rumor is that he needs the money and he wants one more crack at it. And Kasha Zhu, I believe, will be the definitive statement, and he will find his way to the canvas.
Well, that's the man eventually that Randall Bailey wants. He hopes to fight again in June, he told us, on the Holyfield Ruiz card versus the Turkish-born fighter Aktayu Kel, who is now living in Germany. Don't know much about that guy, but that's who Randall Bailey says might be next on his ring schedule. We shall find out, I'm sure, in the days and weeks ahead. Well, a successful journey to France for Randall Bailey. Let's get the official word.
Par arrêt du docteur à l'appel de la 7e reprise et toujours champion du monde WBO des super légers, Randall Bailey.
And ladies and gentlemen, a ringside physician advises to stop the contest due to a severe cut. The winner by way of technical knockout, now 21-0 with 21 knockouts, the undefeated Randall Bailey.
There he is, Randall Bailey, now 21-0 with 21 knockouts as they stop the fight in Bailey's favor after 6. It was just a matter of time. So Randall Bailey gives us one in the books here tonight, part of this big boxing triple header in Paris, France. Want to remind you, coming up next, the WBA Cruiserweight Championship, as hometown hero Fabrice Tiozzo goes against the Ukrainian Valery Vikor. Let's take you backstage into the dressing room of the champion, Fabrice Tiozzo. Very likable, engaging guy, extremely popular here in his native France. He'll have a lot of folks in the crowd supporting him. The last time we saw Tiozzo was May of '98 in his hometown of Lyon. He jumped right on Indianan Terry Ray in a minute, the second fastest end to a cruiserweight title fight. He's held the belt since '97, but only 3 fights over the last 2 years due to back surgery. We're set for post-fight reaction, so let's go to the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco.
Congratulations on what has to be an easy night in Paris.
No, it wasn't easy, but Freddie, first of all, I want to thank Don King and the people of France for the hospitality they've shown us since we've been here. And I want to thank my manager, Jerry Attardi, and my trainer, Al Benetti, for all the support and helping me get to this point right here.
I gotta ask you 2 questions that have been bothering me as a boxing guy. One, you got this tremendous right hand, and you never followed it with a left hook. That's a classical 1-2. Why not? When you did, you killed him with it.
He hurt it. I hurt my left hand early, like in the first round. It was numb. I couldn't even feel it, really. It's not broken.
Well, that's why we were saying in the ring, what's happening with him? He's not throwing it. How about body shots? You seem to just be concentrated on this guy's head.
Yeah, I was starting to get ready to go to the body, but I seen he started bending straight over. And I didn't want to get caught with a headbutt or nothing like that, so I just kind of trying to stick with my jab. Even though it was hurting me, I still was trying to use it as much as possible.
Al.
Hello, Miami. Hello, Tampa, Ybor City.
Al, who has said all along he's one of the brightest, if not the brightest prospect he's ever worked with. Do you think he's ready for Costa Zhu, people like that?
We want the winner of Costa Zhu and De La Hoya. I know he can knock either one of them out. So bring him on, and we'll fight whoever Don King and his manager Jerry Attardi bring for us. This kid's always in shape. His hand is fine. It was a good experience actually to get it numbed up like that, because he took a guy out with only a right hand, which is a pretty good fight. It's never been stopped.
All right, I think you and I have been together many years. Is this the best of the people you've had?
It's my best fight I ever had.
All right.
I wish he was a heavyweight.
And I don't have to ask you. That's the best training you ever had. Let's go back to ringside and Steve Albert.
All right, Ferdy, the affable Al Benetti, who really does have a gifted young fighter, and Randall Bailey. The only question right now is that injured left hand. But really, you talk about gifted, what a division, the 140-pound division, along with Bailey on any given day. Anyone could arguably be the best in this division.
Steve, there's a great argument that can be made on any given day that Kasha Zhu's #1, or that Bailey's #1, or that Sharmba Mitchell's #1. Or Zab Judah's #1, Tehran Millet's down there. They're just chock full of talent.
Yeah, it is equally as exciting and charismatic as it is talented, the 140-pound division. So we're here in Paris, France, the suburb of Versailles at Palais Omnisport, a multi-sport facility. It seats about 15,000. All kinds of sporting events take place here: basketball, boxing, ice hockey, and many big names in the world of entertainment as well perform here at the Palais Omnisport. So Randall Bailey improving with the highest knockout percentage among current world champions. I mentioned Acelino Freitas earlier, who has 4 more fights than Bailey, 25-0. He's the only other world champion with a perfect knockout record. You see it off to the right, 100%. Fernando Vargas, of course, coming up against Ike Corte in the very near future.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Bailey can on any given day with any one of the other